This is Joy, and you are now tuned in to Charms TV.
See, I've been grinding, that's how I eat. I don't get no sleep, all day, all week. They say I'm too much, I say they too cheap. All of my money dirty, cause it's made in the street. That's how I eat, that's how I eat. Bitch, stop calling my phone, busy chasing the sheets. That's how I eat, that's how I eat. I get paid every day, you get paid every week. That's how I eat, that's how I eat.
This is Charms TV, and we are now with Kat, Van, Ford, and Ryan from 9 Mag Black Ink Crew, Chicago.
Yo.
Hey.
What up?
So we can start off just by going over how everybody got involved with tattooing and how you found your way to 9 Mag Studio.
I'll start. I wanted to be a tattoo artist since I got my first tattoo. I went to college, started tattooing, dropped out to do it professionally, and the rest is history.
I got my start from tattooing from designer clothes, and after I finished designer clothes, wasn't making too much money, and a close friend of mine named D, he taught me how to tattoo, and the rest was history.
So what are we using, huh? I actually was just tattooing on New Year's one day. We was bored, and my brother just told me to give him a tattoo, and I was with a friend of mine who does tattoos, who's an artist who does mine, and he let me use his equipment. I tattooed my brother. Next thing I know, it was a domino effect from there. So I ain't looked back since.
I started first tattooing. I found out that Van was tattooing, and it was something that I really wasn't comfortable with. I'm like, you're just gonna take over this industry, so
Just gonna do that.
you know. I tried my hand at it, and simultaneously, you know, I had made a promise to my late sister that I would start tattooing and keep doing it, and it's been all she wrote since then.
How did you go from being a tattoo artist to being a business owner?
I think going into tattooing, you know, we had all started. I started from the front room of my house, and being able to start having a wide variety of clientele. You know, going from, you know, I had athletes and celebrities coming to my house over in the hood,
Right.
and it just made me realize that, you know what, you got to start putting a more business aspect to it. So I took it from my house to a private studio to making it more about business than just tattooing, and then to the point to where we knew we needed to have a shop to where everybody that I felt was the artist they were needed to be respected to that level of not just tattooing in the houses.
So as artists, how did you guys find your way to 9 Mag?
Well, I found my way to 9 Mag. I was working with, you know, my close friend D, who actually taught me how to do tattoos.
Right.
We were actually in this building, and we were, of course, on another floor or whatever, and after we had an incident at our shop, it got closed down. I went back to the house for a while, and Ryan was like, you know what, I'm thinking about opening up a business for all of us or whatever,
Right.
and you know, the rest is history after that. We're here right here now, VH1.
Yeah, when I dropped out, I was in a megabus home, and I knew that Ryan had dropped out too or something like that. So I texted him like, yo, I'm leaving school and I'm on my way home, and I want a tattoo. And I knew that he was he, you know, had a big name in the city,
Right.
and you know, I just wanted to link up with him. I didn't know what it was going to lead to. And then right off the bat, he was like, well, you know, I might have something for you. I'm trying to put this team together, and I might have something for you. He's like, I don't know about it yet. Nothing's confirmed yet, you know. But he told me he might be opening up a shop, and you know, he wanted me to be a part of the team.
That's dope.
Well, me and Ryan, you know, we was friends since high school, but the artistry is what brought us even closer, and we always been talking about it. I had my own, you know, private studio, and so did he, and we always was checking up on one another, and so we started talking about having meetings and stuff, and so he started calling meetings and inviting, you know, me and the people you see in front of you out to these meetings, and confirming and seeing who everybody was down with it, and everyone was on the same page. So we've been locked in since. it's actually a great thing to be a part of. Like I was always against working with any other artists because I had my own. You know, we all kind of had a chip on our shoulder. We was comfortable with what we was doing for ourselves, and then we came together as a team, and it's I wouldn't have it no other way.
What would you say is different from the environment in this tattoo studio versus, you know, other tattoo shops?
Everything.
It's simple. This tattoo shop is strictly a family. It's
Right.
like I'm coming to work with, you know, my younger brothers and my little sister. So it's just so comfortable being around here. I feel like I'm leaving home to come to my second home.
Right.
Easy as that.
You know, we all used to work alone, and that was the norm. Now, you know, if I'm here by myself and none of the artists are here, like I feel alone. I need them to be here. You know what I mean? That's what makes my day go on.
It's boring. It's like I'm alone again.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I mean, it's cool. You'll get past it and zone out and get the job done, but it's just the energy, you know, that we like the most, you know, from one another.
We call each other in the morning and get a group text going on like, who's all at the shop?
Who's awake? I FaceTime all these boys as soon as I wake up. That's all I do first. I
Anybody
FaceTime
at the shop
them.
yet? You know, yeah. So it's just we all pretty. It's like we all got each other's back. We're all responsible for one another and keep each other on our toes. You won't really get that at a lot of shops. I feel like everybody else is kind of, you know, you pay a booth rent. It's a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And out.
It's a job.
Well, staying on your toes, how do you stay on your toes as far as balancing music and tattooing at the same time?
Yeah. I really just don't sleep much.
Right.
You know, it's really like a restless blessing. I just push it all. I use my tattooing skills in the day, and at night I'm in the studio.
And same for you, Van, with Chicago Rilla, the clothing line, and how do you balance that?
Well, I literally got to piggyback off for. I work throughout the day, and at nighttime I'm at home. I'm pressing up shirts and create new designs for Chicago Rilla, and I work throughout the night. You know, doing that. I get a few hours of sleep, and it's back the next day to do the same thing. It's crazy. It's like a routine, but it's definitely a blessing. I wouldn't trade it for anything right now.
So even though you guys work hard, you still are able to enjoy yourself and have fun.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We'll probably take about maybe one day off a week, but our families are each other's families now.
Right.
You know, my daughter can come up here and spend, you know, some time with his son, and you know, like she loves Kat and respects Kat to the fullest. So every time she's around, she's like family. I can leave my daughter here and I can go off and be totally comfortable when I come back because I know she'll, you know, we just probably don't get back somewhere.
Right.
She's in definitely hands.
We're not out in, well, they go out to the clubs a lot, but also like we work a lot, and then, you know, we finish late night and then we'll just have a drink here, and that just turns into our own little party, you know, and I think that that's the type of parties we have more than anything.
Yeah,
So.
we're definitely more personal, you know what I mean, kind of inside. Like we got our own little bubble cloud, world, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
You know, we don't care too much about the outside. You know, what's outside the shop really don't matter. We'll go out every now and then, but overall, we pretty much here.
We can bring in. We have the ability to bring the people to us. You know?
Right.
Yeah, like we want to party. We just let the people know we want to party.
Right.
They'll come. You go see thousands of people show up. Like sometimes just 1,000 people in here, and 1,000 people sitting outside. You know, so it's just good that we got that kind of support. You know, and it's positive vibe. It's not like no one's here to harm anyone. Right. Everyone's here. It's like we got the respect.
Exactly.
I know, Ryan, you have a history of bringing out the whole city just for parties. So, like, what happened to the Ryan Henry barbecue?
I discontinued it about 2 years ago. I was just trying to get back focused on myself because I was giving a lot of myself to the people and not taking care of me at home. So when it came to that, you know, I just canceled it. But it's something that's big, and it's a big staple for the city to be able to, you know, bring 3,000-4,000 people to, you know, a neighborhood that people wouldn't normally come to, and let it not have anything happen, and people, you know, kick off their summer with that, something that was respectable. I feel like that needs to be had annually, so I'll probably be bringing it back next year.
City need that.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just crazy now. Pandemonium.
Well, how do you embody Chicago and being an artist? I was just saying, like, it's crazy. How do you take that with you and own it as an artist?
Well, a lot of a lot of the tattoos I do, because I come from the suburbs. So me working here these past 2 years is like the first time I've been directly in the center of the city and worked with people who are from Chicago. And, you know, it's sad, but, you know, a huge epidemic in Chicago is all the killings.
Right.
And one of the things that I specialize in is portraits. So one thing, you know, that I'm able to do a lot is put, you know, someone's loved one, you know, on them forever, who might have been, you know, lost to gun violence or anything, you know. I do a lot of portraits, so that's my way of kind of, you know, being, right, yeah.
I embody it the way, I just know where I am, and I know where, you know, where I come from, and being in this city, you know that it's dangerous to live here. You know, I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations to get to where I am now. So I take all that energy and I put, you know what I'm saying, direct focus on my work. I know for a fact that if I go to the club or if I say something to somebody, I'm liable to get killed in this city.
Right.
So I just, you know, I stick to myself. I got a strong team, a tight circle, and that's the way I embody it. And I let my art speak for itself, the way I let it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, like I said, it's just implementing the city into, you know, everything that you do. I'm from the city and from the suburbs, so that's me having street and common sense, you know, both the same. So with putting that into tattooing, you know, I made a lot of people come to a bad neighborhood where I live to get tattooed, you know what I mean, but respect it all the same. And then now you got myself at a level of business to where people who see that business and mature side and they respect that, and you got people who know me from street stuff, see me transition into that, and they respect it the same. You know what I mean? Even if they never even seen something like that, that, you know what, look at this dude from where we from and did what we did. Now he's in this whole different lane, and they respect that also. To where, you know, you would have people look at it from a standpoint of like the ones who haven't gone there, like, man, maybe I can do the same thing. I can, you know what I mean? They're inspired to do something more than just staying in the street, you know. And it's like, well, I mean, you got some people out here who still gang banging and shooting, but they're probably some amazing artists, you know what I mean? You know, some probably amazing musicians, but they haven't taken that step to have another outlet, you know what I mean? I would want them to see, like, you know what, you see I did that, and it's not as hard as you would think. And taking that every day, you know, makes it better for them to see.
I really feel like it's all about what you put your time into, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people like to entertain negativity. You know, you gotta find something positive, you know, and perfect it. And that work, whatever it is that works for you. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I know I was never, you know, a fan of all the killing and all that. Like, you know, I come from the South Side, so I see and hear about it a lot. I got friends that's going through a lot of problems. So it's like, how can I stand out, you know, in my where I'm from, you know, from my city too. So it's like, I wanted to be someone that can, you know, take charge and lead and show the way, to show there's gonna be a little boy or whoever, or a little girl, gonna look up to me at what I'm doing.
Right.
And I'm doing something different versus what everyone is doing, standing on the corner or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, entertaining negativity and violence. So it's like I know someone's watching. So that's what always keeps me on my toes.
So, with taking your passion as a career, like, what motivates you every day to continue to be a tattoo artist?
Me personally, I just gotta go first. It's just my daughter, you know.
Right.
And all the garbage that I was in when I was a younger guy, you know, and just to see her now, just to see how she's growing, and it's like, oh man, this is amazing. Like, this is what motivates me to be at the level I have to go hard for, you know. And my mom is an extraordinary woman. I know she's lived the backbone of my family, and she's done so much, just raising two boys, and to see all the things that she's gone through, all the struggle and all the heartache and pain. I'm like, this is what motivates me as well. You know what I'm saying? I can't fold, so that's what motivates me.
Mine is definitely my passion. You know, I'm young. I don't have any kids. You know what I mean? I don't have a man. Like I don't really have any ties, like super serious ties to anything. So I got into tattooing because I love it, and me focusing on it and just doing it wholeheartedly has gotten me to where I'm at. So seeing, you know, good things happen from literally doing what you love and taking a risk and, you know, just stepping out on a leap of faith and seeing it pay off is what motivates me. You know, people always ask me what my goals are, and I'm just like, man, just work hard and just do what you love. So I feel like I'm really blessed to be an example of someone who, was successful doing something that they love. So just that is what motivates me to go harder.
Mine's just pretty quick. What motivates me is pretty much remembering where I came from. Just still feeling that pain, still knowing I could go back. And if I lose it all, I would have to take the same steps to get back up. So it's like I ain't afraid to fall, but I'm trying to stay away from it as much as possible.
It's pretty much the same for me, of everybody collectively. Van and I are the only ones that have kids, and now being a sound-minded body, all I'm doing is to provide for my family, and to also know that what I've started, if I stop or if I fall by the wayside, I'm right back where I was, and I can't do that street stuff no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a whole different lane that you will never want to go back to when you come from it. I have people trying to kill you. You know what I mean? And it's like, do you want to put yourself back in that position? Would you let somebody take you from your kids or from your family or the people that love you? So no. So I'm gonna work hard at what I do to make sure that I never have to do any of that again, and also provide in the same.
Well, in talking about you and Van, I understand that you guys were business rivals at a point in time, or perceived to be so. So how is that? And how is the difference of you guys working together now?
Well, it was really never. We were never rivals. We was only rivals to the people's eyes.
Right.
They made us, go at each other. But I had a lot of respect for Ryan and what he done. What he did, and especially going from where he came from. I knew about his past.
Right.
And just to see the brother just come up to an extraordinary artist, dealing with a lot of heartache, with his loss and the passing of his sister, and just to be able to create something here, for us as a team. That's what made me say, this guy's a stand-up brother. I respect him, and I'm gonna keep doing what I need to do to play my part in this business.
Yeah, I knew we could be men past what everybody wanted us to be, and pull all that to the side and become something better than what I was on my own and what he was on his own. And to see us come together, some people hated it. They didn't want to see us be together. They didn't want to see us become a team. They'd rather us, go at it until something bad happened. It was so much easier for us to understand as men, like, man, we could put that aside. Now let's be something better. And that just made people on one side respect it to the utmost, and other people hate it, like, man, now what I'm gonna talk about. So, and it's easy for us now, like, that's my brother, I'm gonna do whatever for him.
Well, in closing, would you guys be able to talk about your favorite tattoo that you've done, or maybe your favorite tattoo experience?
Yeah, my favorite tattoo was a piece that this guy's back, a portion of his back it was a Last Supper piece, and the only reason I love it so much is because I got a heel picture of it, and it just looks so solid. Coming from the tattoos that I was doing in the past, I'm like, I finally see myself growing, as an artist. So that would make, the best tattoo for me, from where I came from to now.
Yeah, it's one thing, putting it in the skin, but to see it heal, and to see it heal beautifully is a great feeling.
Yeah, man. Art is everything. With me, my favorite tattoo, I probably have to say, is my first one I did, because it got me this far. It kept me going. It gave me a chance, and showed me something about myself.
I don't have a favorite tattoo yet. I'm still waiting on one that's going to impress me. I'm still trying to be that better artist, to where I'm just knowing, like, I can step back and say, all right, I like that still. So I'm still fishing for it.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on Charms TV.
Thank you for that.
And we just want to say thanks to Charms TV as we leave.
Thank you, Charms TV.
What up, Charms TV? Check out there, Black in Chicago, Nav Mag, baby.
Nav Mag, Charms TV, what? Charms TV, what up?
Thanks, Charms
Don't get no
TV.
sleep.
Nav Mag.
All day, all week. They say I'm too much. I say they too cheap. All of my money dirty, cause it's made in the street. I told her I'm rolling. Don't know where we going. My pockets is swollen, my money is folding. We smoking and blowing. She be all in my bag. She got all of that ass. Girl, do me one favor, just do what I say, cause there's no talking.